Basically, I think it's unnecessary, vindictive, spiteful. It's a complete overreaction to laws that have been in place for years, since the end of the 70s, when the issue of strikes may have been an issue.
I think it's an absolute disgrace, because on definitely there's a right to strike, there's a right to assemble, and David Cameron and the Conservative government are just attacking workers' rights. So
what David Cameron's trying to do here is undermine the way that trade union members go through a democratic process to withhold their labour in a time of dispute. I think it's wrong. I think it's crossing a boundary that government shouldn't cross.
And to hear that our employment rights are deteriorating over time, it is really upsetting. When I look into the future, I actually think, what are my kids and what are the next generation after me? What kind of world are they going to be brought into?
I think we'd be taking a step backwards. It's going to affect us in a way that I don't think we're actually readily prepared for. And it's going to come hard and fast, and I think now is the time to act.
I think they're scared. I think they know that unions are the start of the workers, which leads into the Labour Party and the Socialist parties, and in case of an uprising against the Tory government.
I suggest it's a Tory sort of ethos that they see the trade unions as the opposition to their ideals.
I think they've got the entire wrong idea about unions. I think they see us as just something that can be brushed off and swept under the carpet, and that we're not serious and that we don't know what we're doing. When in reality, we do know what we're doing, we do know what we're facing, and we are going to fight back.
It's a tactic which they're trying to use to limit what the unions can do, because it's because of unions that this country has things like bank holidays, entitlement to annual leave. You've got flexible working for young people, older people.
I don't believe there's a need for any change. Trade unions in the UK face the toughest legislation and trade union legislation than trade unions do across the world. And it will only just serve to allow the Conservative-led government to infringe upon more people's rights.
I think the public should be aware of what's happening behind closed doors, because there's a lot of hearsay, but I think as a whole trade union movement, we need to expose them and get the public to actually understand that it's going to affect every single aspect of their life, and things won't be as they are now.
Make people aware that this is actually happening, and also enlighten people, show them the history, show them where we've come from, how hard and how struggle it's been to get to where we are today. People need to be they need knowledge about what the unions are. They need a lot more of an insight. And again, with the education, with everything, the way that the government runs this country, there's not enough of an insight into unions.
David Cameron has pushed us too far with the trade union movement, and I think he's in for a big shock in the near future.